Hey there, my fellow lunatics, Dakon the Mad here, and it is time for a beginner's guide to pets. These cuddly little creatures make dwelling in the deep, dark caves feel bearable, you know? And today I'm going to go over the 8 pets that currently exist as part of the Paws and Claws update. If you are watching this video in the future and there are more than 8 pets, well, be sure to check out all my follow-up videos on all of the new pets. So today we are going to go over how to find these 8 pets, the common traits for all of the pets, and various unique elements for each one. So let's go ahead and get started. How do you get eggs? Where do they spawn? What do they drop from? Let's go over it. The slime eggs, the oozy egg, the slippery egg, the poison egg, and the lava egg all drop off of their respective boss. So you've got Glurch for this one, Morpha, Ivy, and Igneous. Just kill the boss and there's a chance that you're going to get the egg as one of their drops. The loyal egg is what gets you the Subterrier pet. And this one is acquired by digging in any of the various X's in any biome. I've dug one up in the dirt biome and I've dug one up in the sunken sea. But so far as I know, they can spawn on any of the X's in any biome. The nimble egg gets you the fan hair, which is the bunny pet. And this one is found by destroying flowers within the Azios's wilderness. Next, we have got the curious egg. This gets you the Embertail. This is the cat pet. This one is purchased off of the NPC that you get after you defeat Glurch for the first time. So you're going to need ancient coins for this one. I believe it's 275 ancient coins. Might be 375. It's somewhere around there. And then finally, we've got the lively egg. This gives you the Owllock, which is the bird pet. And this is found by breaking boxes within the meadow biome. All of the eggs need to be placed within an incubator in order to hatch them. The incubators are crafted at the copper workbench, and they cost 8 copper bars and 8 glass pieces. These incubators also require power to work, so you're going to need an electrical generator as well. Once placed within the incubator, it takes time for the eggs to hatch, and they don't all have the same hatch rate. Currently, the curious egg, the nimble egg, the lively egg, and the oozy egg all take approximately 32 minutes to hatch. I counted it at 32, but I may have been off. The loyal egg, the poison egg, the slippery egg, and the lava egg all take an hour and a half approximately in order to hatch. Once the egg has finished incubating, then you just take it out of the incubator, put it into your hotbar, and right-hand click it, and you have a brand new pet ready to equip and roam around and pet. Oh, hold on, let's get somewhere where we can actually pet him. Hi, little guy. Aw, ain't he cute? Upon hatching, your pet will spawn with one of the variant color schemes. These here are all of the color schemes I was able to generate during my testing, but I am not sure if there are any more. So if you get a different color variant, please leave a comment below and let me know what you got. All of the pets have 2 abilities that they generate on their own, as well as extra abilities that they will generate based on skills that you end up purchasing. All of your pets also can gain levels. They go from level 1 to level 10, and on every even numbered level, they get a skill point. The skill perks that they have are randomly assigned upon creation. They are separated into 3 tiers, with each tier containing 3 randomly generated skills. And since the skills are randomly generated, one tier is not any better than another tier. And often the same skill will appear on multiple tiers, or even in the same tier. It is theoretically possible to get a single skill 9 times in every single perk slot, although I assume that's going to be quite rare. And since you only get 5 skills or 5 skill points, I personally think that if you're able to really want to min-max this, picking the skill that you really want and rolling eggs, you're going to need a whole lot of eggs, but hatching the cracked eggs and, getting new pets until you get 5 of that one skill that you want, or some other combo based on what you're looking for specifically in skills. In order for your pets to gain the skills, they've got to gain levels. And in order to gain levels, they have got to eat some special pet foods. The first one here is the pet pellet. If you feed this to your pet, they will gain 50 experience points. You can find this in destructible objects as well as lootable chests throughout all of the various biomes. Next, we've got the rare candy. Feed this to your pet to give it 500 experience points. This one you can find in rare chests throughout the world, as well as it will periodically drop off of bosses. And then finally, we have got the Beast Booster. Feed this to your pet to give it 5,000 experience points. If it's level 1, that's enough to take it to level 5. You only find these off of bosses, as far as I know. Maybe possible to find them somewhere else, but I haven't found them anywhere else. With the exception of the Owllocks, all of the pets have their own attack, and their perks buff themselves. The Owllock has no attacks, and its perks buff the player. 2 of the pets have one type of damage, 9 to 11 at level 1, and 451 to 551 damage at level 10. The remaining animals that do damage, the Subterrier as well as all of the slimes, have a different set of damage ranges, but they all share the same one, starting at 11 to 13 at level 1 and 519 to 633 at level 10. The slimes all share one of their initial abilities, which is the 15% damage boost against bosses, but then their other ability is unique to their slime type. For example, the junior orange slime slows down targets, while the junior purple slime poisons. The blue slime has a slippery movement speed, and then the lava slime glows. Now, at the time of recording, each pet's skills come out of a general pool of available skills that can be randomly assigned. And at the moment, there are only 8 unique types of perks that each pet has access to. And many of the pets actually share similar perks. So for example, the off-leash ability here that the fan hair has, that same skill perk is available for the cat as well as the dog. Personally, I hope that over time the devs add more of these little skill perk options so that there's less overlap or even no overlap, and all of the pets all have their own unique kind of skills that just seem very them. All right, let's start with the Owllock. Now, his default abilities are a 7.6% movement speed boost and a 6.5% damage boost. Both of these are for the player. And then he's got the following perks. Flock Together, which buffs owners with a 3% range speed. Plume Projectile, which buffs owners with a 3% range damage. Triple Trouble, which buffs owners with a 2% chance to deal triple damage instead of normal damage on hit. Dive Bombing buffs the owner with a 3% melee attack speed. Avian Run, which buffs owners with a 5% movement speed. Crane Style, which buffs owners with a 10% critical hit damage. Spirit of the Hawk, which buffs owners with a 3% critical hit chance. And Plume Power, which buffs owners with a 3% melee damage. In my opinion, getting 5 Plume Projectiles would be really good for a ranged DPS build, while 5 Plume Powers would probably be ideal for a melee DPS build. Spirit of the Hawk and Crane Style are both good options for crit builds, and I need to do some testing, but Triple Trouble very well might be just something really good in general. It sounds really good, yeah, but on paper, but I want to see what it actually looks like in testing, and I just haven't had time to properly test it. If you've had time to properly test it, please leave a comment below and let me know how good Triple Trouble actually is, because I think it might be good. I'm worried that it's either going to be great or just terrible because it doesn't proc often enough to be worth it. Next is the Fan Hair. This cute little bunny does ranged attacks and has a 12% chance to poison their target on hit, as well as the ability to hit one target with their projectiles. They have the following perks. Asserting Dominance gives a 15% damage against bosses. Bite Wound Infection adds a 15% chance to apply poison on hit. Breaking Skin, plus 30% critical hit damage. Leap Attack, plus 30% ranged attack speed. Hypersonic Claw adds a +1 target pierced by their projectiles. The Laser Pointer Play, a plus 10% critical hit chance. Puffing Up, plus 10% range damage. And Off Leash, which is a 7% chance on hit to deal triple damage. Poison builds can definitely take advantage of this pet and improve the odds of their targets being poisoned. You can use Bite Wound Infection to boost those odds, and while not great for bosses, the Hypersonic Claw does increase the amount of targets the fan hair can hit, which will make it excellent for exploring the wilds and helping keep you from getting overwhelmed, especially when you walk into the mold dungeon or... yeah, just there's so many in the mold dungeon. So many creatures. The Embertail is the adorable little kitten with the floofy tail, and is also excellent for burn builds. It does range damage, has 2 glow, and applies 16 burn damage on hit. Now they've got the following perks, and you will notice that they do share several of these perks with the fan hair. We've got Spirit Animal with a +2 glow. We've got Puffing Up, once again. Asserting Dominance, once again. Then we've got Flaming Treat. This gives you a 15% chance on hit to consume the target's burn effect and to deal the total amount of burn damage immediately. Then we've got Burning Anger, which deals a +40 burn damage applied on hit. There's Breaking Skin, once again. Leap Attack, once again. And Laser Pointer Play, once again. Now, the Flaming Treat is my personal favorite perk, combined with Burning Anger. So if used with a burn build or molten build character, the Embertail will add extra burn damage to the mob, in addition to what the player is providing. Now, this, of course, is assuming that the burn damage between the pet and the player stack. I do not actually know this or not. I tried to test it, but I wasn't able to figure out if my burn damage was getting higher or not. So if you do figure out whether or not burn damage from the Embertail stacks with burn damage that the player produces, please leave it in the comments. Let me know for sure, and I'll pin it. Now, even if these abilities don't stack with each other, Flaming Treat will still take all of the burn damage that I've applied as the player and instantly hit it off on the guy doing extra damage. I have seen some pretty cool, just little boosts of burn damage occur on bosses when I've been fighting them. I think this pet is going to be a really great addition for molten builds and will really help boost the viability of that build overall. And the last of the themed animals is the Subterrier. This pretty puppy does melee damage and has a 10% chance to stun targets on melee hit, as well as a 10% chance to crit. The Subterrier has the following perks. Breaking Skin, say 30% critical hit damage. Predator's Mark, which is a 50% damage against stunned targets. There's Off Leash again. There's Puffing Up again. And we've got Laser Pointer Play once again. Asserting Dominance, you already know that one. And we've got Paralyzing Fangs, which does a 10% chance to stun targets on melee hit. And Intimidating Presence, which is a plus 100% longer stun durations. Now, if you want your pet to be a good tank with crowd control abilities, giving the Subterrier Paralyzing Fangs to increase his stun chance, and at least one Intimidating Presence to increase the duration is a good build to use. You can also make him more aggressive with pretty much any combo of his other perks. This is a very versatile pet for a wide range of builds. The next 4 pets are all slimes, and they all share some similarities as well. For example, they are all melee damage, and none of them have any variations in their appearance. This is it. That's all they look like. They all share the same pool of perks. However, each one has a single unique perk as well. When it comes to their initial skill abilities, they all have one unique skill ability as well as one that they share. So they all share the 15% damage against bosses, while each one has its own other ability. For example, the orange slime slows movement speed, purple one poisons, blue one does slippery movement, and the lava one glows. Here are all of the perks that are shared between all of the slimes. We've got Breaking Skin, which you've all seen already. Puffing Up. Asserting Dominance. Laser Pointer Play. Leap Attack. And now we've also got Hungry Fang, which deals up to 30% more damage based on the target's remaining health. And Zoomies, which gives a plus 30% movement speed. I'm not sure why the cat doesn't have this one, but okay. Each slime has their own unique skill perk as well. Orange slimes have Sticky Tongue, which slows down target's movement speed by 15% for 4 seconds. Purple slimes have Bite Wound Infection. Blue slimes have Icky Tongue, which provides a plus 15 chance to apply slippery movement on hit. And lava slimes have 2 abilities, Spirit Animal and Burning Anger. Each pet brings a unique benefit, and each one has a purpose. During testing, I found myself using the Owllock a lot just for the personal buffs, but all the animals make excellent companions. The fan hair does amazing damage with that ranged attack. Which pet are you looking forward to the most? Which one has become your favorite? Leave a comment below. And that's everything for our beginner's guide to the new pets for the Paws and Claws update. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to hit that like button, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay crazy.